There, it's Lori Hand. We're going to get started in just a couple of minutes. For those of you that are on early, we're going to start right at the top of the hour in about 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording for the people that are listening back, and we will be right back at the top of the hour. Hi there, it's Lori Hand from Coaching by Hand, and I am your steady stream of income mentor. And I show solopreneurs how to generate a steady stream of clients, a steady stream of income, and ultimately how to turn doing a 3-day simple income system that accelerates your sales process like crazy. You can do it in just 3 days a week and hit multiple 6 figures. So that's what I show people how to do. We are getting started on 3 simple conversations to a steady stream of income. This is truly a faster way to enroll your clients, even if you already know how to sell. Today, I know you're busy. You're busy every day. You're a solopreneur, right? And I appreciate you taking the time to join me today. And I'm glad that you did, because if you're still trying to figure out like how to make predictable income faster and how to get to that, 6-figure potential quickly and maybe even beyond, then you're probably not feeling super confident about your business, because hit and miss sales can kind of undermine your confidence a bit. So at the end of this webinar, I'm going to be giving you away totally free, a perfect fit one-on-one session with me personally. So I want you to turn off your distractions, turn off your phone, close the door, silence your phones, but keep it handy so you don't miss anything. And I want you to grab a piece of paper so you can take a couple of notes. And I'm going to give you some priceless advice today that I really wish I had known sooner. This is a jam-packed 45 minutes of must-have training, so I'm going to jump right in. We've got a lot to cover today. So, as I said, I am Lori Hand, corporate escapee and steady 6-figure income mentor, and I show solopreneurs how to turn 3 days a week into $300K a year with my simple income acceleration system. It's called Invites to Income. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that later. But I want you to know I'm having such a great time being a solopreneur, and I'm making multiple 6 figures working about 3 days a week, and I get to take vacation and travel whenever I want. In fact, I might have to cut the Q&A short because I'm going to Los Angeles this afternoon. So, but I get to work with like truly amazing clients. It's literally everything I imagined it to be. And today I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it. I've created a simple, innovative way to earn more income faster with way less work, having way more fun. And I enrolled 18 clients in less than 90 days using nothing more than the simple approach that I'm going to share with you today. And if you weren't on at the very beginning, I was sharing that I just enrolled my most recent client in 4 days. I met her online on Monday, enrolled her on Thursday. It's super easy and super fast. But it wasn't always like all that, because when I first started my business, I sat in on my very first webinar and I fell in love with the idea of making money while you sleep. Why did I want that? Because I wanted the shortcuts to making money to replace my corporate income, and it was way more appealing to an introvert like me. But the truth is, getting clients with a webinar is much harder than it sounds, and you have to reach thousands of people to make it work. But by the end of this training, I want you to know that there are secrets to my simple approach that make it fun, and it feels good for you, and it feels good for your future clients as well. And you'll be able to see exactly how fast and simple it can be to earn a steady 6-figure income or more when you have the right system without using all of that automation, which is awesome because it's what gives you that 6-figure sales confidence. That's so critical. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to talk about the 3 secrets to an offer that sells itself, and then we will go through 3 easy steps to find your tribe online. And I'm just going to out myself. You see the big red 4 on my screen. I know the webinar is called 3 Simple Conversations to a Steady Stream of Income. It's true, it's only 3, but I'm going to talk to you about 4, right? There's actually 4 pieces that you need to understand. I'm going to show you how to turn it into 3. And then we're going to go over an awesome opportunity. Everything that I am going to show you today is included in my program, in my Invites to Income system, and it might just be the missing piece that you've been looking for to break through to steady income, even to 6 figures and beyond, so that you can get your nights and your weekends back and you can be sleeping like a baby with money in the bank, right? And I'm going to give you a chance to hear more about all of it later. For right now, I just want you to know I have a bonus training that is actually a part of my program. I'm going to give you a little peek. If you stick with me to the end, you're just not going to want to miss it. Plus, we're going to wrap up with some Q&A, and then I'm going to give you a chance to work with me personally one-on-one. Let's see. I'm going to give you as much information as I can. We've got about 45 minutes so that you can really see how easy it can be to create a steady flow of clients with using only these 4 conversations, right? Well, maybe 3. And at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can work more in depth with me for your fastest path to predictable income. And if you're a coach, consultant, or other type of an expert with a service-based business and you're feeling like being your own boss has been no day at the beach, well, guess what? You are in the exact right place. If you feel like you're wasting too much time and money on programs and paid ads that just don't pay off as promised, if you're overwhelmed with conflicting advice, I get it. How do you know who's right? If predictable income still is eluding you and your confidence level feels pretty low, even if you're really good at selling or you feel like you know how to do it already, if you're not seeing a steady stream of income and you just want an easier way and a faster way to enroll your clients, then you're in the exact right place, and this training is for you. So does this six-figure business look good to you? What if you could work 3 days a week from anywhere and turn it into $300K a year and still have like 5 weeks off for vacation? I call that a beach biz. This is totally possible with just a few of the right pieces of your business finally clicking into place. So being able to make steady six-figure income is so important. It's not just for the lifestyle freedom and the security that it provides, but because you'll be using your natural gifts and experiences to truly make a difference in so many lives, in the lives of clients who are out there struggling and suffering, and they're waiting for you to get out there with your message and your transformation so that they can live better lives. But first, I want to share a bit more about my story with you so you know if you're falling into the same trap that I was. This is absolutely a cautionary tale that I'm going to tell you. That's me and my dog Kirby. We used to live in South Beach, Florida about 5 years ago, and I thought this was my dream come true. I should be thrilled, but I was miserable because I was stuck in corporate hell. And so I made my escape and I became my own boss, which I think so many women should have the opportunity to do. And I knew that I had to learn how to sell my services. And then it happened. I went to my first webinar. Man, by the end, I had handed over my 1997 for someone's signature sales program without a second thought. And I thought, wow, I want to do webinars. I could make tons of money and never even have to talk to anybody. Well, I was totally wrong, and I almost lost everything along the way. I want you to flash forward 2 years and more than $35,000 later, and I still didn't have any clients to show for it. I had burned through almost all of my savings trying to set up my funnel, and I was ready to give it all up, swallow my pride, and go back to a job in corporate until I could make my automation work. But then it hit me. I don't really have an automated sales funnel problem. It's not why it wasn't working. It was working because I didn't know how to enroll my clients, and I didn't know what they wanted. Full transparency. I was reading up a lot on it, but I was actually avoiding having sales conversations at all costs because they really stressed me out. And so I finally got honest with myself, and I realized I was missing some of the foundational skills that I had to have to be successful in my business. So I stopped the madness with the funnel. I stopped all the programs I didn't need. I stopped wasting money on fancy tools that I wasn't using. And I decided to step up and finally face my fears about selling. And once I did, I realized that the experts were making it way harder than it had to be. You should know I am a process guru. I take complex ideas and I create simple systems out of them. It's just my superpower. And I created a simple process to systematically fill my programs and systematically fill my free sessions. And it just made the sales part of all of this super easy and really low stress. And when I finally got good at getting the yes, I realized I had a fun, non-salesy way to enroll my clients that worked really great for me. So I turned it into an easy, step-by-step little system to share with my clients so they could benefit too. And that's when the Invites to Income system was born. And the webinar went on the back burner because now I knew I could sell, and I knew how I could earn income on the spot, same day, and my confidence just soared. Because here's the thing, most women believe that they need to start online, building a huge following and spending hundreds of hours on social media and blogging to get visibility, and and they believe that they need to spend tons of time and money on tools and ads to look professional and to make it all happen automatically so that you can just get your clients without really trying, right? Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. The very best way to start earning steady income, especially if you don't have a huge list yet, was to offer a single program at a great price using a high-touch, low-tech approach to start making thousands of dollars per month right off the bat. One of my clients was trying to automate everything too, and when she switched over to my approach, she enrolled 20 people in less than 4 months. It's true, your dream biz is the ticket to six figures and to the laptop lifestyle. And if you want to make more money in your business and have your weekends back, then you need your secrets to the six-figure sales, so that you can start earning that steady income faster. And you can be sleeping like a baby knowing that your business is thriving. You don't get extra credit for figuring this out on your own. In fact, I don't know anybody who's figured this out without help. Seriously, understanding which skills will get you to predictable income today, it's critical and it belongs at the top of your list. Because as a thriving solopreneur, business, sorry, tripping on my words, it's based on your ability to create systems to generate income that you can count on. And you don't know what you don't know, right? So I'm asking, does it make sense that you need to figure out what you don't know as quickly as possible? Well, the good news is I'm going to fill in a lot of gaps in today's training. And you already know that you have to invest in yourself to learn how to generate steady income at the six-figure level and beyond. Right? For the overwhelming majority, the funds are going to come from personal savings. So why burn through all of your savings trying to get there when you don't have to? Because here's the truth. Only 1 in 10 solopreneurs actually makes it to 6 figures. The rest run out of time and money working on the wrong things. I was almost one of those. And you can always find more money because you're an entrepreneur and you can get creative, but you can't get your time back. Your time is your #1 asset. And if you're stuck making money in kind of a hit or miss way, or if worse, if you're trying to automate but you don't even know what your clients will pay for yet, then you're probably frustrated and embarrassed to admit that you've fallen into the make money while you sleep myth. It happens, right? And you can see that your fixed 6-figure dream, it's right there. It's like it's so close, but for some reason it's still just out of reach. Well, what's keeping you from breaking through? I want you to ask yourself, am I doing everything that I can do to make my dream happen? Because it's time to choose. Will you step up to learning what it takes to get to income you can count on, or are you going to settle for sales and income that you can't predict? Client enrollment is a critical skill. Make no mistake, doing nothing to address this issue is absolutely choosing to settle for less than you deserve. I'm not here to convince you to abandon your efforts to automate. In fact, it's just the opposite. Automation is awesome, but it doesn't really work until you get to the basic skills first. And I'm here to show you how systematic client enrollment can lead to income much faster, literally even today. Now, I'm not sure why you showed up here today. Maybe you just want your business to be easier. Maybe you're tired of the hit and miss one-on-one hustle trying to get your clients and, sitting there with programs that aren't full. But if you're struggling with generating a steady flow of clients, then the conversation to income system can help you create predictable income now, not days off in the future or months off in the future. So decide now if you're going to be one of the rock star stories or just someone that's choosing to settle for less than your dream. If you're going to settle, then you probably would have given up on this call. So let's just get to the good stuff. We're going to start with 3 secrets to an offer that sells itself. Before we jump into the details, I want to tell you what the big picture looks like, right? We're trying to get to our first goal, right? Steady 6-figure income that we can predict. I'm going to give you as much as I can today, but really it's way too much to cover in a single training. So this is an overview of my 8-week program, but let's just see how much we can get through. These 3 pieces will give you the biggest bang for your buck when you're getting to steady 6-figure income. First, it's finding your tribe online. You have to start talking to people to see if they need what you do. But you have to go online to find enough of them fast enough to get to 6 figures. Then you have to earn their trust over time so they'll leave the beach, walk down the dock, and get in the boat with you when they're ready to solve their problem. And finally, they need to feel compelled to come see your irresistible income island. That's what I call your hot offer that sells itself. Okay? What if every time you had a conversation, the person responded with, "Wow, I want that"? Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, it is. And literally, it could be that simple. I'm going to tell you exactly how. So we're going to start with the destination first, okay? You need to know where you're taking people. That's what you, that way when you're talking about it, they can tell that you know exactly where you're going, and then they can't wait to get there. But first, I want you to ask yourself if you're stuck on Idea Island, because being stuck just sucks. And that's when you know you have this awesome idea that people definitely need, but for some reason, you can't seem to connect with your future clients about it. It's like you're constantly second guessing what you're working on, and you can't figure out how to make consistent money doing something really great at. Idea Island feels frustrating and overwhelming, and no wonder so many people just give up. It's like it's your dream biz, but in black and white instead of the bright, beautiful colors that you want it to be. The bottom line is, if you're not sure why it's not working and you feel stuck, you're probably on Idea Island, and you've gone about as far as you can go on your own. But then there's Income Island. That's where you want to be. Your tribe is here. You speak their secret language and they hang on your every word. And they're practically begging to work with you because you have exactly what they want and they know you can deliver. Your offer is just so irresistible that they can't wait to hand over their credit cards to get your secrets. And you have confidence that you can generate a steady six-figure income doing what you love in a way that feels really great to you. So what are the secrets to Income Island? All of this starts with the right offer. Okay, so here are the 3 secrets to make it happen. First, you have to pick the right Income Island. Okay, it has to get you to your six-figure goal. So make sure you do the math. Like if you're charging a certain amount of money, you need to know exactly how many clients it takes to reach, say, like $10,000 a month. That's a great first goal, right? It's 100% in your expert zone. Has to be in your expert zone. 0 learning curve. You already know how to do this in your sleep. Don't pick something that's out of your expert zone because your tribe can tell that you're not quite sure about it. And then just make sure you pick something that you really love to do. All right, here's the second secret. It's about giving them an easy solution to a problem your tribe wants solved. So pick something that's really hot that almost 100% of your tribe wants at some point. Because if it's truly urgent and is causing them pain, they will take action to solve it now. It's like they're dying of thirst in the blazing sun and you have a tall glass of icy cold water, right? And then the third secret is making a hot offer that they can't resist saying yes to. Get them quick results that you can 100% deliver on, and you can do it in 90 days or less. Just get them working with you, even if you don't have a program yet. Literally, make this a no-brainer for them to solve this urgent problem now, but more importantly, to solve it with you. Okay, and then this is really important. You have to wrap up your offer in super juicy what's in it for me language so they can hear exactly what they're going to get and exactly how they're going to feel when they get there. This is the part that makes the offer say, wow, I want that, right? And then you just back up your claim with lots of proof that you've solved this problem for yourself and for lots of other people too. And when you get all 3 pieces right and you find the juicy language, it all just starts selling itself. I do need to mention this before I move on because I see it happen all the time. Are you trying to be everything to everyone? Because the fastest way to leave money on the table is by constantly changing your offer for every new person that comes along. If you're trying to solve problems on the fly, your message is probably all over the place and so is your offer. And you are not working in your irresistible sweet spot. So here's your golden nugget. I'm going to give you a couple of these as we go through, and I want you to write this down. All right, just focus on one irresistible income island and get your six-figure goal with an offer that they can't resist. Just one. You only need one thing working. Because once you know how to swim, you always know how to swim. And once you know how to consistently earn income in your business, then you always know how to earn income in your business. Okay, so here's a quick recap of our first big idea. We talked about the difference between Idea Island and Income Island and an offer that sells itself, right? You pick one perfect income island where you are an expert, that it solves an urgent problem first. And then you find your hot offer for an easy yes for your client, okay? And don't forget your golden nugget, just pick one island to go to. If you get focused on getting to that first income island, you'll always be able to get to even more income islands later because you'll still be in business, right? Don't become a statistic. You just figured out your best income island, right? Now find your easy yes offer that goes with it. Here's why it works. You're focused on one thing. You're confident when you're in your expert zone, which makes them instantly trust you. You're solving a problem your tribe wants solved. Your hot offer is easy for them to take action on. And because you're just focusing on one irresistible income island, the gap between you and the income you want gets really, really small instantly, which skyrockets your confidence. And this is totally doable for you, because it is. I want to tell you a bit about Doris. She's a Shift Your Energy business coach. She had a couple of different things that she offered, and she was trying to make it work for each person that asked her about her business. It felt really chaotic for her, and she was pretty stressed out. So she'd already invested a lot of money in programs for selling and marketing, but she just still wasn't seeing the payoff. And so she decided to try the Invites to Income system because I was getting such great results for my clients. And using my simple approach, she picked a single urgent problem to solve and put it together with an easy yes offer, and like magic, things clicked right into place. And she had a new 6-month client 1 week into my program. And by the end of it, she was feeling totally confident that she could connect the dots to new clients, right? So for her, this was the missing link. It was like that for me too. When I stepped away from all the technology, that's actually what saved my business. Once I simplified my approach and I got super streamlined and I just started talking to people, I quickly found my easy yes offer and I learned how to sell it in a way that felt really good to me. Everything else just fell into place and my clients showed up. All right. What would it mean to you to enroll 18 clients in less than 90 days? Well, here's the awesome news. The very first thing we do together in my program is we figure out your easy yes offer so that you know 100% you're starting with the right problem to solve and you have a well-structured offer, right? And then you're setting yourself up for success, all right? I'll tell you more about it later. We are going to move on to 3 easy steps to find your tribe online. Okay, so now you know which island that you're going to. You're already way closer to a 6-figure goal, right? Next, we're going to talk about how you find your tribe online so that you know who you're bringing to your income island. It's proven that the single easiest and most effective way to put yourself out there is to just start talking to people and having a conversation, right? I know it can be really daunting when you don't know who to talk to and you don't know why you're talking to them or what to say. I get it. I'm an introvert. I went through the exact same thing. And it didn't feel natural for me at all when I first started doing it. But let's just take this one step at a time because I'm telling you there's an easy answer. You want to be talking to the right people who need what you do, but there's a little bit more to it than that. So I want to make sure that we're all starting on the same page. So this is client enrollment 101, right? The client enrollment process. Most of this should sound really familiar. Hopefully it's just a refresher. But there's a science and a psychology to the client enrollment process. It's about respecting how human nature works, okay? First, you connect with people who need what you do, right? Then you get to know each other better so they can decide if you can help them solve a problem they need solved, okay? This middle step is commonly called building know, like, and trust. The more they get to know you, the more they like you, until they trust that you can solve the problem they have. And when you get to that point, you just have a simple sales conversation and they become your client. If you skip any of these steps and go right to making the offer, it's what I call hi, buy my stuff, right? And you know how icky that feels. Nobody likes to be sold to. I'm going to do a deeper dive on that later, but these are the basic steps. I just want you to know you can't skip any of these. All right, with that in mind, then you just need to start meeting lots of people to start the conversation, and that's where your tribe comes in. So let's talk about the 3 easy steps to finding your tribe online. Step 1. You have to know who's in your tribe, right? Your tribe's full of like-minded people that you love to hang out with, right? You share a community, you speak that same tribal language. Basically, you have a ton in common and it just feels like they get you, right? Well, when you tap into that, you feel super connected. That's how you know you're in the right place. Step number 2, the easiest place to find your tribe online is in social media groups. Okay, after all, they're giving you a huge clue about who they are and what's important to them just by the group they decided to self-select into. So once you find where your tribe hangs out, you always know where to go find them. It's super easy. And then step number 3, if you can tell that there are lots of people in a particular group that will need what you do someday, then all you have to do is keep building the relationships until the timing is right to get out of the friend zone with each person. So just start talking to them. And I want you to think referral partners when you get started with people, right? They help you add more and more people to the conversation. It's like they're out there working for you. Then just keep the conversations going with flawless follow-up. And this way you're not coming on too strong. You're coming in, hey, how can I help you? How can I serve you? How can we refer each other? And that feels really good. So here's your next golden nugget. I want you to write this one down too, because I don't think this one is as obvious as it seems, but only market to one tribe, right? Shift your thinking. Your tribe is full of potential clients, but it's also full of all of these potential referral partners, right? The very easiest way to get to a new client is with a referral. Plus, it's super low pressure because you're not starting off relationships with the hi, buy my stuff approach. Referral networking is super easy online because the technology was built for making connections, literally. And I can show you how to leverage it to find more and more people to talk to, but I'm going to tell you more about that later. All right, that completes our second big idea, right? We talked through the client enrollment steps first, and then we talked about the 3 easy steps to finding your tribe online, right? Know who's in your tribe. These are people that you love to be around. Figure out why, okay? And then find your tribe in social media groups. They are telling you a lot about them just by the groups they choose to be in. And be relationship focused and just start the conversation, okay? So here's your golden nugget for this one. Just find one tribe and think of them as referral partners to take the pressure off of when you first meet each other, okay? One message, one tribe, one income island. Here's why it works. Because it's about the relationship, okay? High touch works best for high touch transactions and transformations, okay? And one-on-one is the best place to start enrolling clients every week, and it lets you start charging more way sooner. They trust you faster, and that's critical. And they can always refer you to other people when they know exactly what it is that you do, when you're super crystal clear in your message, and they see how you show up for your clients. I want to tell you a little bit about Michelle's experience with this approach. She shows people how to write sizzling website copy, right? And she was making money in her business, but it was kind of feast or famine, and she couldn't quite predict when her clients were going to show up. She actually enjoyed in-person networking a lot, but she couldn't find enough of the right people to talk to. And it's pretty time-consuming, and it actually moves pretty slowly. She tried a few of the engagement activities on Facebook, but it never really went anywhere. And she was out of ideas and really excited about my approach, so she joined the Invites to Income System program, right? And then just a few hours after our workshop, right at the start of the program, she had a new client. And she said, finally, she was feeling confident. And she was like, you know what, now this I can do. It was a really great thing to hear. And a few short weeks later, she was converting 4 out of 5 new clients in her free session, right? And that simple sales conversation. What a rock star. How would results like this change your business? I talked to over 500 solopreneurs in just a single year. And I thought I was just out there building friendships online with people that I liked. But when I finally figured out what my easy yes offer was and the juicy language that goes with it, it was really funny because it was like the conversations just kind of shifted. And now that I knew what I was offering and how to talk about it in an exciting way, I realized I knew exactly who I needed to reach out to in my tribe, right? And then the clients and the income just flowed in. It was like the clouds had parted and the sun finally came streaming through, and the clients just started flowing in effortlessly and filled my group program, right? The first step in the enrollment process is starting the conversation with lots and lots of people so that you can get the flow flowing and eventually have them as a client, right? And finding your tribe online is one of the things that I cover in my program, but I'm going to tell you more about that later. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the 4 simple conversations that get to yes. I know I said at the beginning, the title of this webinar is 3 conversations to a steady stream of income, because it really only takes 3, but you kind of have to walk before you run. Okay. So I'm going to explain what the 4 conversations are, and then I'm going to show you how to drop one of them. Okay. It's awesome. I think you're going to love it. All right. So now that you know who you're talking to and you know the island that they want to go to, you just focus on following up like a pro so that you're right there when they're ready to take action and they're happy to get in the boat with you to check out your income island, okay? I spent 2 years studying the science and psychology of what makes people take action and buy. My motivation was so that I could figure out how to get my automated sales funnel to finally work, right? But in the process, I ended up becoming an expert on sales and marketing, and I know what works best. And because I'm a process improvement guru, and that's my superpower, I figured out how to boil it all down into something that's much more simple than what the other experts were saying. And here's what I discovered along the way. Sales gets a really bad rap. It's not the sales. It's the slimy, pushy person and the yucky experience you're remembering when you think about it. It's like blaming the boat instead of the person who's driving it, right? You still need the boat. Here's an example of what I mean by sales tactics, right? This one's shaming, literally. This happened to me just a few months ago. I'm still not over it. So I added it to my webinar, right? I was in this really expensive program, and they decided to swap out what I had purchased for something else that didn't sound like a good deal to me, right? Well, here's what the guy said to me. Okay, Lori, but 18 other people jumped all over this. You'd be only the 2nd person to turn it down. But if that's what you want to do, okay. Well, guess how I feel about working with him now, right? I don't believe in tactics. My way relies on respecting the human nature element of what makes people buy, like solving an urgent problem instead of tricking them into something that they don't really need, right? Non-salesy sales goes right to the heart of building trust first, and then just giving them what they want when they're ready. This is all you need for income that you can count on with 6-figure potential. You find your tribe online, you follow up with them like a pro, and then you take them to your irresistible income island with a free session they're excited to have with you, right? You only need 4 conversations, 4 types of conversations to get from the beach, down the dock, into the boat to go to your island. And if you've only been half listening, this is the part of the training that's priceless, so listen up, okay? Remember, it's a numbers game, but I want you to shift the logic. What if you could make it about quality instead of quantity? What if instead of meeting lots of people hoping that today is that one day that they're ready, you turn that logic sideways and you say, what if I meet the exact right people and I start talking to them now? And then I just wait for them to be ready to have the sales conversation. Doesn't that sound way easier? Well, it is, because you're building trust and connection that whole time. Being systematic is the most important part of all of this, right? The real six-figure secret to six figures is systematically getting from hi, nice to meet you, all the way through to yes, I'm so glad we're working together in the shortest path possible, but with the deepest connection. And a deep connection happens faster when you're taking a personal touch approach. But it really isn't the connection that's the most important part. It truly is the systematic part. That's the most important thing. And I mean systematic, not automated. Because if you're not systematically following up with your potential clients to see if someday has turned into today, you're making the number one mistake most solopreneurs make that keep them from a six-figure income. Literally, you are sabotaging your results if you aren't being consistent with your follow-up. And that's why automation sounds like the easy way out. One of the big online marketing software companies said this: 5% of the businesses get 95% of the sales because they follow up 5 times or more. And I bet it makes sense to you that you have to deliver a consistent message too, right? Because you can't follow up with a whole new topic the next time you talk. You have to stay on the same thing you said last time, right? One income island. So that they can remember, oh, that's what she does. Consistency and keeping track is really, really important. And I'm going to tell you an easy way to get systematic without a big funnel. But that's later on, right? Because this is the heart of my simple innovative income acceleration system, right? My approach is different because it feels good to do, and it's based on the soft sell approach. Think timing, not tactics. And it has the steps that you need baked right in, so it's a much easier way to get from hi to yes. And it's also really fun way to follow up, right? You get really connected to people. If you want an easier way to generate a predictable income with six-figure potential and beyond, then I recommend the high personal touch, low-tech approach that I teach in my system. I'm going to start with a really strong foundation. I call it the learn to swim method for enrolling your clients. This approach is really simple, yet incredibly effective. And it only takes 4 non-salesy conversations to go from hi to yes. Okay? Like any other skill you learn it, then you practice it, and then it becomes second nature. It's like swimming. You don't just jump off the boat in the middle of the ocean. You take swimming lessons and you learn how to swim, and then you practice it. Because once you know how to swim, you always know how to swim. And once you know how to consistently earn the level of income you want in your business, you always know how to do it. I have made this really easy. Even if you think you already know these 4 conversations, I've made them even more effective and easy to do. So let's dive in a bit deeper with what these 4 conversations actually are. Conversation number 1, start chatting with someone new. Hint, hint, this is where the Find Your Tribe online conversation comes in, okay? So that you can begin building a relationship with the exact right high quality people that will need you someday. Maybe they even need you right now, okay? Conversation number 2 is you warm up existing relationships, right? You talk to people that you already know. This is where the flawless follow-up system comes in. This is getting them to walk down the dock and get into the boat with you, right? You get them in the friend zone, and then you wait for them to be ready so that you can get them out of the friend zone. And all it takes is a single perfectly timed question. I call it soundbite. It's really easy when you know what to say, and it doesn't feel weird or icky. I'm going to show you what I mean later. Conversation number 3 is the instant value free session, so that you can show off your expertise while you're giving great value. I don't know if you can hear Kirby in the background, but he's barking at something. Anyway, right? You show off your expertise and you give them lots of great value. This is a proven, highly effective way to enroll clients if you have a service-based business. It's the number 1 way, actually. And you should absolutely be using this approach to generate steady income. But this is where other experts and I have very different ideas about what this session is. The way I've heard this explained in the industry, talk about making it way harder than it has to be. Seriously, and a ton of sales tactics. Yuck. Ugh. I used my process improvement superpower and wowed it off. My version of this conversation makes it really attractive to your tribe, and it lets you take advantage of a ridiculous number of opportunities to make this whole thing super simple, low stress, and to gain way more insight into what your future client is thinking. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into my program on this very topic during the bonus training if you stick with me at the end, right? I mentioned that at the beginning of the call. I definitely want you to stick around for it because it's really good stuff. The fourth conversation is if they're a perfect fit and they're ready to take action, then you make your offer in a non-salesy way, okay? You talk to them about your irresistible income island and you invite them to stay, okay? If you're not seeing the results that you want, you probably don't sound confident when it's time to make your offer. And sales confidence makes all of the difference in the world when it's time to seal the deal. That's it. That's the heart of this simple income acceleration system that has a non-salesy feel-good approach, right? All you need is a way to start talking to new people, a way to follow up, and a way to have a sales conversation so you can confidently make your offer. That's it. This is the rock solid foundation your business needs to be built on, okay? And this is the solution to your six-figure puzzle and why you'll be able to get your weekends back. Because having a simple conversation is the very best marketing that there is. And in fact, when you use my simple approach, it takes just an hour or two a day to book yourself solid conversations with your future clients. Right? And any of those conversations can lead to income on the spot, not months from now. All right, so let's recap this big idea of the training, right? We talked about the 4 simple conversations in the Learn to Swim method and the importance of systematic follow-up. But this is way more than a 4-conversation sales system. It's a simple income acceleration system with 6-figure potential, right? And it includes an easy way to meet new people online. It's got a feel-good way to follow up like a pro. And it also has non-salesy sales conversations as a final step that will really boost your confidence when they start converting like crazy. My way ditches tactics and it focuses on the relationship. And it doesn't even feel like you're selling. Okay, here's why it works. You're reaching out proactively to people who you know are highly likely to need what you do, right? We're not just reaching out to anybody. We're getting really targeted in who we want to talk to. And we're just starting a personal conversation with them, not a sales conversation, not yet. So unlike a Facebook ad or other paid advertising that gets cold traffic, these are warm traffic leads. You're actually talking to them one-on-one at least one time before they get to hear your offer. It makes a huge difference. But I know that there are even more opportunities that you can leverage, and it's what makes my system so powerful and so different from what you've seen before. I'm going to show you a way to get to the free session even faster without feeling salesy about it. That's in the bonus training. You're going to love it. In the meantime, this works because it's simple. This is the foundation of the laptop lifestyle that you're looking for, because you have to be able to consistently close the sale, and it can happen anywhere at any time. Right? You just never know when you're going to find yourself in a sales conversation with somebody who wants what you offer. It happens literally all the time, especially if you go to like big live events that are part of your program. There's a room full of people that probably need what you do in some way, shape, or form. What are you going to do, right? So my way is based on the most effective strategies for each step of the sales process, including connecting in person or online. Works great online though. And it's easy to consistently follow up with people, which is what builds the know, like, and trust. And it's a proven free session approach. We already know that works great. And it's a super soft sell when you're making your offer. It's all wrapped up into one easy to do income acceleration system with the added innovation of the soundbite technique that gets things going even faster. This is super streamlined, right? And it doesn't rely on a bunch of time-consuming marketing strategies or expensive tools to keep it running. Personally, that's what I love about it the very most. It works because it's simple. Let me tell you a bit about how awesome it would be if your to-do list disappeared. And I'm gonna, while you're thinking about that, I'm gonna tell you a bit about Marjorie. She's a voice confidence coach, and she was making money in her business, but it wasn't nearly as much as she knew she could make. And she had tried a bunch of the same programs I was in, so I knew she was trying really hard to automate and get things working, right? But then everything changed when it just magically came together when she added the invites to income system to the mix. She had figured out the follow-up could be fun once she knew exactly what to say and do. And once she had a simple way to keep track of everything, and it was just easy. And she enrolled more than 20 new clients in only 4 months. Another rock star story. She's so awesome. Love Marjorie. And you know, the thing is that finally got my automation working was to stop trying to automate and to learn how to sell one-on-one with confidence that I could get the yes. And then I actually started having fun in my business again. I wish I hadn't made things harder than it had to be. And wow, do I wish I wouldn't have wasted so much time and money avoiding sales conversations. My simple approach works extremely well. And my confidence that I can seal the deal and get the yes is absolutely priceless, and it will be for you too. Because once you master these 4 simple conversations and start really getting great at the soundbite technique, you never have to feel salesy ever again. And you can just start generating more predictable income with simple strategies that require nothing more than the technology you're probably already using every day and a systematic way to keep track of everything, right? And if you want the 3-day work week with multiple 6-figure result or even that 7-figure empire, this is the place that you start. When you put these 4 simple conversations together and you use the soundbite technique, you can feel confident that you know exactly how to keep the conversation going. And then you just get systematic with it. And the beauty of this approach is that when you get to learn the language, all of that excitement from your future clients is kind of built right in. This is happening while you're building connections with them, and while you're building the relationship, the trust is automatically happening in the background, okay? And so when you're starting that relationship approach first, instead of trying to constantly sell to people, it just feels good for both of you. And then it's just about moving from the friend zone to the client zone, right? With a perfect little soundbite that helps them say yes. Okay, so here's a recap of what we've covered today. Hope you've gotten a lot out of this training. All right, you're going to create a single irresistible income island. You're going to find your tribe and your clients online, right? Your clients are a subset of your tribe. You're going to use free sessions. It's the #1 way to go from high to yes when you're selling a service. And it only takes 4 conversations to go from high to yes. You only have to learn how to have 4 conversations. And the first 2 are super, super simple. And the last one's really more like working a checklist when you get it working exactly the right way. Okay, we got a ton of value out of these insider secrets and golden nuggets that I shared with you today. And you see the benefits of keeping things simple with a non-salesy system that's perfect for solopreneurs. It's the fastest way to start generating a steady income you can count on with 6-figure potential and beyond, and you can start earning that income today, right? I mentioned I was going to tell you about an awesome opportunity to work with me on these training topics at a deeper level. But before I do that, I know you're super excited with all of the great ideas that I've just shared with you, but I want you to know something. I'll tell you what you're probably going to do next. Nothing. Because that's what most people do. If it were as easy as just copying what I've shown you, then everybody would be making 6 figures, no problem. But we already know that's not the case. Only 1 in 10 solopreneurs actually get there. Because when the excitement's gone, and an hour from now, when you start to realize just how much I've covered, you're going to understand what a golden opportunity it is that I'm offering you. Your biggest competitor isn't the competition. It's doing nothing right now. So tell me, are you a looker or a doer? If you continue on the same path, then are you just going to be stuck on Idea Island suffering through your sales conversations 3 months from now? Is it going to be any closer to your income island? If not, then you need to make some investments, and I'm going to give you a great opportunity to consider. What if I told you that I could show you how to triple your free sessions in 60 days with nothing more than what you've seen so far today? Would that be of value to you? And then you're going to love this offer if that sounds good. What if you never had to do free sessions ever again? How does that sound? This offer is for you. If this stuff is kind of scaring you and putting a lump in your throat, I get it. But this offer is for you too, because there's no need to fear your free session. There's no need to fear there's no need to fear a sales conversation. It's your ticket to 6-figure sales. Okay. For those of you who want to move forward, I'm going to tell you a bit about my Invites to Income system and the offer I have available right now. If your #1 goal is a simple, non-salesy way to earn predictable income faster that has the potential to reach 6 figures and beyond, then I invite you to consider my Invites to Income system. It's the system that you've been searching for to connect with more of your clients, right? And to do it online, like right from your desk, and feel natural doing it. To book yourself solid week after week with conversations you're excited about. Confidently get out of the friend zone with a single well-timed question. Wouldn't that be amazing? It's awesome. And you know, you can have lots of free sessions that end with the yes more consistently, like 60%, 70% of the time. Learn to love the follow-up and get systematic about making more money so that you can perfectly set yourself up for automating your income. And most importantly, you can enjoy stress-free selling so that you can get back to the business of helping your clients and you can stop worrying about making money each week. It's perfect for consultants, coaches, experts, anyone who wants to make steady, predictable income week after week with the potential of 6 figures or more. And it gives you the freedom and the flexibility to work from anywhere. That's one of the reasons I love it the very most. So here's what the system looks like. First thing you're going to do is you're going to learn the invites and you're going to learn the 4 conversations. Okay, so first you're going to learn what it takes to get from hi all the way through to the yes that means money in the bank. This is a game changer because now you're no longer in that space of you don't know what you don't know, right? After these 4 modules, you'll know exactly what you need to know because you're going to know exactly what it takes to go from hi to yes, right? The mystery is going to be gone, and then it's just about understanding, learning, putting it into practice. So right at the beginning, you're familiar with all 4 of the non-salesy conversations and how to invite people into them gracefully. And I'm going to show you even more how to get exactly the right people into those conversations with you. Okay, like how do you invite future clients to a super easy, fun, free session that just naturally, comfortably gets you out of the friend zone with a single, perfectly timed soundbite that's customized to you and your business. You can get started today with the 4 online modules. They're only 15 minutes long each. They are jam-packed with golden nuggets and super short so that you can get to the key ideas quickly. That's what makes my program and my system different. You have everything that you need to start using this right away. You're not spending your time learning my system. You're spending your time using my system, right? And generating income. And that means you can start filling your programs and you can start filling your free sessions and converting more clients quickly because you know exactly what to say and do in each step, including closing the sale in a really easy, non-salesy way. Then I'm going to show you exactly how to create your flawless follow-up system, right? The tracking and the follow-up, this is where the gold is, so that you never miss another opportunity at income and you have confidence about connecting again and again with your future clients. Because remember, only 5% of businesses get 95% of the sales because they follow up 5 times or more, and consistency is critical. When it's personal and when you're consistent, it doesn't take as many conversations to get to the yes. So to make sure that you have the support you need as you're learning these critical skills, I'm including 6 weeks of live income accelerator calls to help you reveal the treasure in your new system. We're going to start each call off with a little bit of a golden nugget of training to accelerate your income even more as you're getting faster and faster at filling your free sessions and filling your programs and converting more and more clients. Plus, you will have live access to me with a chance to ask questions about what to do next with real life examples, right? So if you get stuck, what do I say to this person? I'll tell you what to say, right? I want you to have everything you need to get the results you want more quickly and to get your system working perfectly for you. Okay, 6 weeks. We're going to do that together. We're going to create a flawless follow-up system so that you can cash in. And finally, I'm going to show you an innovative way to have your free session that ends with a yes 50% of the time or more. Personally, my free session converts at more than 80%, and many of my clients see the exact same results, right? 4 out of 5, totally doable. It's easy and it's super effective when you focus on the science of psychology instead of tricks and manipulation. It's what I call inspirational selling. It keeps you in integrity with why you're both talking about your program, right? And exactly how you can deliver your amazing transformation that they desperately want. It feels good for both of you and your clients. They need your help. All you're doing is you're making the ask in a really respectful way, and you're helping them take action to solve their problem today. Plus, I'm going to teach you lots of other golden nuggets I know that you need to know, but you don't need to learn them the hard way like I did. Like how to create your irresistible income island, how to find the language your tribe will love, and how to make your offer an easy yes, right? That starts converting like crazy. All of this is included in the Invites to Income Toolkit. It's part of the core of the system, right? And it covers all of these core skills that you need the very most. And it's still really simple to do. Other programs usually give you one topic and a ton of training on it. So it's up to you to figure out which of the few golden nuggets that apply to you right now and what you can really completely ignore. You have to figure it out yourself, right? This system, it tells you which golden nuggets you need now. And it tells you for each of these areas, the piece that is the income generating skill that you need to have, but it's a really simplified version of it, very streamlined. And it connects to each step along the process, so it takes you all the way through from hi to yes without feeling overwhelming. It's not too good to be true. It's just really simple when you focus on exactly the only pieces that you need to be focusing on right now. Okay, this is the core of the system. It's only 4 simple modules loaded with just the golden nuggets you need right now so that you can get started right away. and includes simple proven tracking system for flawless follow-up, plus a toolkit of easy to use templates to create your offer and get it converting. This 8-week program includes the 4 online modules with the live weekly support that you get all of your questions answered in, right? I'm there for you. And you get additional golden nuggets because I'll do a little bit of training in each of those 6 weeks of calls. And so you're going to get more and more skilled at generating income. It's going to go faster and faster. Plus, you're going to get my amazing flawless follow-up tracking system so you never miss another opportunity at income again, because as we said, consistency is what's key. Treasure's in the tracker, right? And you're going to have access to me personally for those 8 weeks of support through email also, right? As you learn your new follow-up system and start building momentum. That's it. That's all included in the core of the system. I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee so that there's no risk to you. But honestly, I really want you to get results. And I'm so confident that once you start using the conversation to income system, you're going to triple your free sessions, or I'm going to gift you a mini VIP session with me to get it working perfectly for you. If you want results, I've got your back. If you're just here to kick tires and then get your money back, then this may not be a good fit for you. But I promise you, if you're serious about earning a 6-figure income, if you take the steps to learn how to use these non-salesy conversations that create momentum to book yourself solid, and then you get really comfortable with them, this simple system will deliver. And I'm here to help you with every single step to your income goal. So that's the Invites to Income system, so that you can find your tribe online, have flawless follow-up, and a full calendar in a predictable way to fill your program and your bank accounts. And you can do it all without ever feeling salesy. I'm going to tell you exactly what to say and do every single step of the way. Plus, you have my commitment to results for stepping up, right? Today, I'm offering you the secret to steady income with 6-figure potential if you accept my invitation to sign up. The core program has a value of $7,000. I have a special offer for you today, though, for being part of my free training, and I'm not even done yet. I've got some incredible offers that you aren't going to be able to resist. First, because I know you're going to have questions about the invites and the conversations in the 4 modules, and to help you get results even faster, I'm including this bonus live 4-hour workshop to kick off the program where you're going to be able to ask me questions. We're going to go slide by slide through each of the Invites to Income modules together, and you can hop on and hop off as needed because I'm going to include a replay so you won't miss a single golden nugget. This is worth its weight in gold because I'm not leaving you out there on your own to figure out what I'm talking about. I'm going to step you through it, and you get to ask me all of the questions that you want. Then I'm going to also, I love this, I'm going to give you my Never Salesy Soundbite Script Vault. It's got all of the sound bites I've been talking about in one place that takes you all the way from high to yes without feeling salesy. So you're going to know exactly what to say and do at every single moment of every conversation, including your free session, including making your offer, right? You're going to see your results just skyrocket. And your confidence is going to skyrocket too, because now you're going to know you can enjoy having a simple sales conversation with a future client. Sales confidence is priceless. And the sound bites that I've got in this vault are yours when you sign up today. Each and every one of these little sound bites is an income accelerator on its own, right? These are the exact same ones that I use to enroll 18 clients in less than 90 days, including that one phrase that will get you out of the friend zone and into a simple sales conversation without even trying. And your clients will jump at the chance to talk to you about how they can work with you. Honestly, the Soundbite Script Vault is worth more than the investment for the whole program just by itself. I'm going to give you a peek at it in the bonus training so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm not even done. This is a game changer. I love people who step up, right? And you're going to be rewarded big for taking decisive action today, because I know from working with my clients that the most important part of my program, the most important part of learning how to have a 6-figure business is learning how to get your free session converting, right? So I'm including a free session script in this package. It's the core of my entire system. It's the core of generating income consistently and getting that income and clients flowing in and filling your programs, right? My free session script is converting at 87%. That's better than 4 out of 5 people saying yes. I'm going to give you the exact same outline and the formulas so that you have the exact same script, but for your people. It's the same one that I use for those 18 clients in 90 days. It's super simple framework. It has all of the science and psychology already built into it. So you get to take advantage that leads to those higher and higher conversions without having to go through the painful learning curve that I did. This is a plug and play framework. So all you have to do is follow the formulas and then plug in your program details and the juicy benefits you offer with your services. And each week in those 6 Income Accelerator training calls, we're going to do a deep dive into each piece of this proven approach to enrolling your clients to get it working better and faster as you go through the program. You're going to have everything you need to have your high converting script ready to use quickly so that you can start enrolling your clients even faster. And I even have one more bonus that you're going to love. If you're one of the first 5 people to sign up, you will get a personalized one-on-one Find Your Tribe consultation with me. I'm going to step you through exactly what I did to go from 125 friends to over 3,500 in less than 90 days. It was way more people than I could possibly connect with in just a matter of weeks. But this consultation is much more about who you reach out to, right? It's quality over quantity. How would it feel to know that you never had to go to another awkward networking event ever again? This was the secret to making my dream a reality. It let me go 100% virtual in my business, but it also let me enroll clients at these big, huge events that I was at in person because I had sales skills now. They just started becoming second nature to me. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same thing. And we're going to go out and find your tribe online together, and I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful little system work. This brings the total value of what I'm offering today to over $10,000, and it's yours for an investment of only $9.95. You get everything I covered in today's training, including access to me so that you can start, leveraging my income accelerator strategies. And you can start accelerating your income right away and build a rock solid foundation for your business with this simple, proven income accelerator system that generates income you can count on. If you're ready to stop the hit and miss, unpredictable income and enrolling your clients week after week with confidence sounds good to you, then I encourage you to sign up with me right away. Even though I'm doing Q&A today, I want to make sure this is a perfect fit for both of us. So this is a partnership between you and me. I guarantee results, and I want to make sure that you have all of your questions answered so you can feel 100% confident that this is the right fit for you too. Okay, so your next step is to come to a perfect fit session with me where we're going to have a quick chat. We're going to get you enrolled in the program, and we're going to set you up with your Find Your Tribe consultation with me. Okay, so if you're super excited about finding your tribe with me, sign up right now at this link, right? I can only take 5 people, so make sure you get on my calendar right away, even if you still have a question or two, so that it'll hold your place in line for one of those 5 bonus sessions, okay? Here's the link. While you're taking a minute to sign up, I'm going to do a quick recap of what I'm offering today. And to be clear, you will not see this offer, these bonuses on my website either. Okay, this offer is only good with this webinar. So here's what you're going to get again. You're going to get the 4 online modules. So you know the key ideas right from the start of our 8 weeks together. You're going to get 6 weeks of live income accelerator calls with me that includes even more golden nugget training as we go through the program so that we can get you faster and faster at finding your clients and enrolling them with ease, right? You get my proven flawless follow-up system so you never miss another income opportunity again. And you also get my toolkit that's loaded with these simple templates to get you out and inviting even faster. Plus, you're going to get email access to me for the full 8 weeks, okay? I commit to answering in about 24 hours during business days, right? Monday through Friday. I'm usually faster than that, but that's my commitment to you. And this is just the core system. You also get some really amazing bonuses for signing up today, right? You get that first bonus. You get the live quick start. I'm going to move on to the next slide to remind you about the five people. Right? You get the live quick start bonus workshop so that we can go slide by slide through each of the invites and each of the conversations in the module so you can get all of your questions answered right on the spot at the beginning of the program. Bonus number 2, you get the soundbite script vault so you know exactly what to say in any conversation without ever feeling salesy about it. Seriously, the soundbites are priceless, and it took me more than 2 years to figure out on my own what would work at each step of the relationship. I'm just giving that to you. Okay. Bonus number 3, your copy of my Get the Yes free session framework, which it's going to let you create your very own version of my 87% converting free session script. It's awesome. And we're also going to use those weekly calls to answer your questions as you build out your script. Okay. I'm going to be there with you every single step of the way. And for those first 5, you get that one-on-one time with me, that Find Your Tribe consultation with me. Okay, but everybody gets the perfect fit free session. That is one-on-one time with me as well. Okay, so get on the calendar and come talk to me and see if this feels like it's the right fit for you. Okay, no more excuses. They only keep you from having the thriving business that you deserve, and they undermine your confidence, right? Do any of these sound familiar? Here's what went through my head. I have no idea what to say. I don't want to bug people. What if they don't want to hear from me? Why would I be reaching out to them? What if I sound like a slimy salesperson that just wants their money? What if they don't like me? What if I can't do this? I started really questioning myself. If you're feeling that way, I want you to know it doesn't have to feel this way. It can feel like this. I know exactly what to say. I know I'm not bugging people. I know they want to hear from me. I know exactly why I'm reaching out. I never feel like a slimy salesperson. I know I'm building great relationships, and I know I can do this. As a process improvement guru, I assure you, if you follow this simple system, it will work for you. So you can go from hoping you can earn the income you want to knowing that 100% you can do this. This system has six-figure potential if you use it exactly the way that I show you. So if you want a simple sales system that feels fun, comfortable, and easy to do, that systematically converts high-quality clients, you're going to love this little system. So get on my calendar now, okay? All right, on to the bonus training. When we got started, I told you that I'd have a sneak peek into the soundbite script vault in the bonus training for you if you stuck with me to the end. So here it is. I call this section, How to Turn 3 Days a Week into $300K a Year. And I'm even going to do the math and show you how easy it is to do, right? I want you to think about what's possible with this system. I'm not promising you 300K or even six figures for that matter, because your results depend on you doing the work. What I'm promising you is that it's absolutely achievable using only the 4 conversations in the follow-up system we've discussed today. And I'm not asking you to sell a $10,000 program either. High personal touch with just a little bit of every technology, truly, it's all you ever need. And I'm going to prove it to you. We've already talked about the pieces that need to be in place to get great results, but maybe you've noticed there's still one big variable that's kind of missing in this equation. The boat, right? That represents your opportunity to make your offer. Come see my income island. You're definitely going to want to stay, right? But which boat makes sense for where you are in your business right now? Well, when I first got started, this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to do the super guru online free webinar approach, and it almost sunk my business. It was way more than I needed, and it was way, way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Plus, I didn't even know how to sell what I was doing it on the very most basic level because I was avoiding selling, and I didn't like how it made me feel. And my results, they were really hit and miss because I wasn't using my free session the right way. And my doc looked like this. Like I was completely avoiding the follow-up, so you know I was leaving all kinds of money on the table. And I spent 2 years studying the science of psychology of what made people take action and buy so that I could figure out how to get my sales funnel working, but also I could figure out how to feel good about this stuff. But here's what I learned the hard way. The automated sales funnel only appears to be easy when you're on the receiving end experiencing it. It actually takes a huge email list, a complex marketing strategy to generate leads, and tons of expensive technology with a team of people to run it. Trust has to happen in just 45 minutes using one directional monologue, so your new clients will hand over hundreds, even thousands of dollars right on the spot, right? There's nothing wrong with this as long as your offer will sell, and you know that, right? And you have to have the exact right language that will get the right people to take action in the moment. The reality is it almost always takes years to get it working. And honestly, isn't this where most of your to-do list comes from? It's probably what's taking over your nights and weekends. And if your dream biz goal doesn't include a 7-figure empire, you don't need it to make 6 figures. And even after I had figured out my own invites to income system for myself and I had income flowing in, for us to be together today took me another year and another $30,000 with 7 additional experts to finally get my automated sales funnel working. Mostly because they each only offer one small little piece of the puzzle, right? I still had to figure out most of it on my own and I had to connect it all together. So you know, because they were making it harder than it had to be, I figured out a simpler, easier way to do it, for sure. But the bottom line really truly is this. I'm being 100% straight up with you. Live one-on-one enrollment conversations are the only way to get your online approach to work. You have to get good at the live one-on-one free session so you can confirm you have the right offer and you can figure out the language that will attract your client and get them to take action. Okay, and then you still have to go set all of this up, right? It's very time consuming, it's expensive, and it breaks. And finding the right offer in the language takes talking to people, right? I have a high personal touch, low tech approach that's perfect for that. Remember, you're reaching out proactively to people you think are highly likely to need what you do, and you're starting a personal conversation with them, not a sales conversation. So if you do this the right way and you follow my system, you can get to hear how they talk about what they feel, how the pain is, what the pain is causing them. What does that sound like? What if that pain went away? How would their life change? Like, what are the words they use? This is all happening as you're building relationships with people, right? And you just need to start talking to lots of the exact right people, and the language will reveal itself to you if you know what questions to ask and when to ask them and exactly how to say it without turning all salesy on them, right? That's where the sound bites come in. Here's the secret. The conversations don't have to go in the order that I just taught you right before. They just need to be in your toolkit, okay? I'm going to show you an even faster way to get to the free session. Even could be on the first day that you meet. Remember when I asked you this question? What if I told you I could show you how to triple your free sessions in 60 days? Would that be of value to you? This is the really exciting idea I want you to understand about what I'm saying today. When you know what it is you're listening for, you know instantly if you should invite that person to your free session right up front, just by how they react to your first few words. It takes all of the guesswork out of it. I call it a soundbite. It's a simple little phrase that's really easy to remember that gives you tons of information in the moment, okay? You're just checking in at the beginning of the conversation to see if they need what you do right now. And then they go into your follow-up tracking system. So either way, you can keep building that relationship. You're gonna love, love, love the soundbite technique. I'm gonna show you exactly a page straight out of a Never Salesy Soundbite script vault so that you can see just how powerful this is and just how simple it is to start using it. This is one of the bonuses that I'm offering to you today, that you can see exactly, I want you to know exactly what I'm giving you in the vault, okay? There are about 20, maybe 25 sound bites in there. That's all you need to make all of your invites and navigate all 4 of these conversations. So this is just one example. How you answer this one question could triple your number of free sessions literally overnight. I'm going to show you how I introduced myself over time and how people reacted to it so you can see just how simple and powerful the right language would be. So what do? I show solopreneurs how to generate a steady stream of income they can count on. Wow, I want that. I'm not kidding. How many people said that to me? They just blurted out. They didn't even mean to. Here's why it works. It's all about what I call the income accelerator. And this is why this whole little system works so well, because by saying that, if it's not you, no worries. I'm just saying what I do. But if you're a solopreneur and if you have any interest in a steady stream of income, it's clear that I can help you right up front. And I started, let's see, now I just lost my place because my phone rang. The bottom line was, I started getting zero resistance to my free session because it was really clear what I do, and people knew instantly if they wanted my help or not, and they said, wow, I want that, so I knew they were interested, okay? And when that starts happening to you, I'll tell you what to say next so that you can immediately go into a free session. It's super, super fast. And basically, the bottom line is, if you're 100% clear about what you deliver, and they can hear what you can do, and they can hear the result right up front, then this thing works just beautifully, right? That's where that juicy tribal language comes in, and that's what we learn how to do in my system. I want to show you the math, right? So think about this. For 3 free sessions, let's just say it's $9.95 for your program. You have 3 free sessions. One of those 3 people says yes to you. That's $9.95 a week. How would that feel to know every single week you can enroll a new client for $9.95? In just a few weeks, I could do that predictably. I could enroll a client a week, and I went from 7 free sessions in 2 years to 3 or more free sessions every single week, almost overnight, just because I got this soundbite just right. And then I doubled my income without one more bit of effort. And here's how. Because once you start having lots of free sessions every single week, it just gets easier and easier and easier to do, and you just get better at it. I got twice the income, the exact same simple system, and literally not one more additional bit of effort. I just got better at it. So now 2 out of 3 people said yes to me. Well, guess what? That's $2,000 a week. right? That's $8,000 a month. That's $96,000 a year. That is a six-figure income if you can have 3 free sessions a week and have 2 of those people say yes to you for a $1,000 program. That's what we do together. That's the math, okay? It's just being clear instead of being clever. And it was an easy little soundbite that I could remember, so it just felt natural. And when you join me in the Advice to Income program, we're going to find your perfect little soundbite together. Plus, you're going to have the rest of the vault to help you easily navigate each of the invites and the conversations with these. It's a soundbite sales system that accelerates your income pretty much at every single conversation you have, and it's all super easy to remember. When I got my sound bites working, my free session figured out, and my Easy Ask offer was working beautifully and converting really well, I started making predictable income every month, working just 3 days a week. And that gave me options about what I did with the rest of my time and where I headed with my business, because I didn't have to worry about where the money was going to come from anymore. And I wasn't working 7 days a week trying to set up my funnel, right? After a while, all I needed to do was introduce myself, as I call it, an instant authority introduction, and a really fun sounding free session, okay? And then people would be like, wow, I'm just listening for that. Wow, I want that reaction. And then I'll tell them about my juicing sounding free session that they're excited to come and do with me. I was able to enroll clients, sometimes even the very first time that we talked, which was really a super profitable skill for me to have, especially when I'm meeting people in person at big events. It worked great for my clients too. It worked exactly the same way. Here's what happened for Nancy. She's been a successful first-year business coach for probably 15 years or more now, but she was looking for a way that she could build her momentum in her business and to start earning even more income, because in-person networking just takes way too long. And she was really intrigued by some of the methods I was using that were paying off so big for me and my clients. So she came through the Advice to Income program with an open mind, ready to try whatever it was I asked of her. And it really paid off. And especially when we found her instant authority introduction, and she had people approach her after her event. She got her wow, I want that reaction. She tested it out and she got applause. She got applause at a little round robin networking event, and 3 people came up after the event to ask her about what she did. And so now she's confidently creating warm traffic online, and her new clients are reaching out to her when she sees them in person at in-person networking events. And she can start the sales conversation on the spot. So it's working beautifully. It works so well because it's so clear. They can hear the result that you're promising after just one sentence. And if they need it, you instantly know just from their reaction, just from what they say. Okay? Well, the truth really, truly is that your automatic sales funnel, to get that working, it doesn't work until your offer works. And once your offer is selling, then you can get all of your clients and income you want just from having a wow, I want that instant authority introduction and a few simple non-salesy conversations. You know what? You might not even want that big cruise ship version of a boat. It's expensive. It's time consuming. It adds lots of stress. It breaks down all the time, right? And people are changing the technology almost constantly. Instead, I'm talking about building a skill, right? The skill is what gives you the confidence that you're looking for, and you'll always be able to enroll your clients, and you'll be able to earn predictable income because the technology will continue to constantly change. Once you learn the high personal touch, low tech approach that I have in the Advice to Income system, these 4 conversations, this easily becomes this. And when your introduction is working beautifully and your free session is converting like crazy, your 6-figure 3-day work week becomes a reality, and the follow-up becomes secondary, okay? And you'll get to ditch 80% of your to-do list because you don't need thousands of people to reach your income goals. Honestly, isn't this what most of your list is about, is building out the technology and doing marketing? Skip it. It's not the best use of your time. My way is low maintenance marketing. I love it. And if you're still here, then I know this is the right system for you. At the beginning of my offer, I asked if it would be valuable for you to know how to triple your free sessions. For most solopreneurs, earning more income is about finding enough of the right people to get really good at enrolling and to get confident about your ability to have a sales conversation with someone. And if you have to stay in front of them until you get your chance, and that takes time, right? That's why you need flawless follow-up. But we're covering everything you need to know in a single day, and then we're practicing it together so that you can get really great at it quickly, right? We get out of the gates quickly. And then it's just about making the whole sales cycle go faster and faster and faster for you, right? Like I said at the top of the hour, my last client came in 4 days instead of 6 months. It took 4 days. When I stopped the funnel madness and I got serious about figuring out how to make my free session really work for me, here's something else I discovered. There's a middle ground. between simple one-on-one system and totally automating your 7-figure strategies, right? This is just the first step, is to get your free sessions filled up and get your free session script written out so that you can quickly get to the next step, because this is a plug and play system. So all you need to do is take the pieces that work and plug them into the next level. Here's what the rest of the system looks like. There it is. If you come into the one-on-one version of this program with me, here's what we're going to do together. First, we're going to find your easy yes offer, and we're going to get your free session converting at 60% or better. And then once that's working, right, 60% or better, and we're getting you 3 free sessions a week, that's our goal. That's 6-figure income. Then once you have all of that simple system working and we've accelerated it so it's happening quickly, it's just about getting out of this one-to-one enrollment and start taking advantage of the one-to-many 7-figure strategies. But we're going to still keep it super low tech. So basically, for people who need follow-up and don't immediately get right into the free session with you, we have a couple of options to stay in front of them. It's what I call the warm traffic webinar. And this lets you start taking advantage of the webinar format without all the complex setup and tools. So if you want to do one-on-one program with me, you can talk about it in your perfect fit call. Okay, so I know this sounds super exciting. It is, believe me, but this is next level, right? When we work one-to-one together, we're going to start with your free session, get it working first, get your offer converting really quickly. And it's the core of everything else that comes in the advice to income system that generates income you can count on. And it lets you build on converting more and more clients and filling your programs and making that whole process just feel stress-free and fun. Okay, here's what we get. I just want to let you know what we would do together in the personalized one-on-one version of this exact same program. First, we're going to go find your irresistible income island, right? And we're going to figure out what your easy yes will be. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to find the secret language of your tribe. That's one of our sessions. We're going to just spend that time figuring out what the language sounds like and how you listen for it and how you hear it. Then we're going to go through free session secrets. I am going to personally step you through step by step the insights for authentic feeling free sessions that feel really good and convert at a really high rate. We're also going to find your easy yes program. So that's one of the sessions. We will build out what your program should look like, right? So we know it's going to be super attractive. And then we're going to wrap it all up in a nice little bow with an easy yes offer session. And finally, we're going to make sure everything lines up from beginning to end by reframing your freebie so you can start using the automation sooner. Okay, this is more than $15,000 in value. You get me for 6 90-minute one-on-one sessions, and we will do these things together in the call. I'm not going to explain it to you and then send you off to do it on your own. We're going to step through it together. We're going to write your script together. We're going to write your offer together in each of these sessions. So if you want personalized attention, just let me know on the perfect fit call. I have 2 spots open for this right now, and they fill up pretty quickly. So I just want to let you know this is what's also available. It's the exact same system though, right? And once I hit my 3 free sessions every single week, I reach my first 10K month right after that. And my clients are seeing amazing results too. My goal is to make this really easy, no-brainer yes for you today. And whether or not we work together one-on-one, you still get access to the same amazing system. And you still get access to me in those 6 income accelerator calls and in that bonus 4-hour Q&A workshop. You get lots of access to me regardless. What I'm offering today totally gives you everything that you need, and it's worth well over $10,000 with my amazing little bonuses that I'm giving you that are so helpful. They really accelerate your income, and it's still only $9.95. Again, here's the link to get on my calendar and join the program, or just to ask questions and just make sure we're both a perfect fit, okay? And if you're not one of the first 5, we're going to, if you're one of the first 5, sorry, we're going to schedule your Find Your Tribe consultation right on the spot, okay? But either way, come to the perfect fit and see if this is the right system for you. Because here's the thing, if you can close 1 out of 3 free sessions a week, you're on your way to 6 figures. You just get better and faster with your simple little follow-up system, and you get your free sessions converting. After all, you deserve to be paid well for what you do. You offer a valuable service that your clients want, and they need you. They're looking for you. You got to get out there and find them. But I want to remind you, what if, for no more effort, you could get 2 out of every 3 free sessions to convert and have a new client at the end? Now you've doubled your income. You haven't done 1 more minute of work. You simply got better at your free session, and you perfected your offer. And you can see how quickly your investment in this program and in these skills is going to pay off for you. It literally pays for itself. Now, all of a sudden you're converting $2,000 a week. That's $8,000 a month, right? That's six figures. And your to-do list continues to shrink, and so does your work week. Think about that. How many days a week would you have to work if you knew you only had to have 3 free sessions a week, and you knew that you didn't need to maintain a bunch of complex marketing strategies and automation to fill your program? That's what I call freedom. What if 4 out of 5 people said yes to your offer every single week? That's a consistent $4,000 a week without really doing anything additional. You're just getting better at your non-salesy sales conversations. That's $15,000 a month. Would that work for you? Amazing results are possible for you with this simple non-salesy system. It's yours if you want it. Let's do this together. So I'm asking you, does it sound like my program is your answer to simple, steady income with 6-figure potential and feel-good conversations with clients that are easy to enroll, that makes the whole thing fun? All right, if you have any questions that I haven't answered, I've tried to think of everything I could in this training. If I missed anything, just put it into the Q&A in the chat, and I will answer that question for you on the spot, okay? Anything you can think of. But sign up for that free session anyway. That's free one-on-one time with me. I'm happy to give you more golden nuggets. I'm happy to tell you what I think you should be doing, what your strategy should look like. And I will tell you, if I think you're not a good fit for the program, I'll tell you. But honestly, these are basic income generating skills. So pretty much everybody, if you're here, if you're still listening, then it's a good fit. Sign up. All right, so time's up. Time to decide if you're going to choose to step up towards your 6 figures or if you're going to settle for less than your dreams. I hope you decide to join me because I know you're a rock star at what you do. And your clients, they're looking for you and they need you. So here's the offer again. Here's the link again. These are lifelong income generating skills that you can use on the fly, right? Once your free session starts converting, all of a sudden you know what to say and do. You get really good at it. You can do it pretty much at the coffee shop when the person in line behind you says something you know makes them your client. Like literally on the fly, the income acceleration starts happening so quickly. Use the link to sign up. I'd love to get started with you. Let me know if you want to do the one-on-one version, the complimentary or companion program that goes along exactly with this Advice to Income 6 weeks of calls. And let's see. So let's get on to some Q&A and see what we've got in the chat. All right. Does this system work for newbies? Yes. Actually, this is a really great system for newbies because you don't know what you don't know. I said that earlier on. If you're just getting started, I promise there's a lot of stuff that you don't even know it's coming yet. So instead of, I love this Michelangelo quote. You know that quote, like, I saw the angel in the marble and I just chipped away until it revealed itself? That's not exactly how it goes, but that's the general idea. Basically what I'm doing is I'm lobbing off huge chunks of the block. So you've got almost the full angel standing there. Like all you're gonna do is just make these little chips to make it personalized to you and what you do and what your clients want from you. But the system is the system. The process is the process. Building know, like, and trust happens the exact same way. You just need to find your language and find your clients and find where they hang out, okay? So it's a great program for newbies. So excellent question. The next question is, do I need to get in the friend zone? What's the purpose of that? Oh, you know what? This is great. Well, first of all, as you're getting to meet people and as you're getting better at your system, you're going to be building relationships. So you're going to have people that are in the friend zone anyway, that you have to figure out how to get them to become a client, right? And so that part's going to happen naturally anyway, but you don't have to go into the friend zone with people if you don't want to. Those are just straight up sales tactics then. And I just don't like that approach. So I'm kind of assuming that you're here because you'd rather do something that's got, you know, a simple feel good approach to it versus just going full on sales tactics. But there's nothing wrong with sales. It just depends on if it's going to get in your way. If the stuff is going to emotionally shut you down that you think you need to do, this keeps that from happening because it feels good. It's just, you're just having conversations with people. It's very natural. Okay. All right. I don't see any other questions. So hopefully that means I did a really awesome job of explaining things. Again, here's the link. This is Calendly, calendly.com/Lauri, Lauri/perfect fit to get on my calendar. If you have any trouble with that link, just let me know in the chat and I will reach out to you. If you can't find a time that works for you, just reach out to me also. Just send me an email at Lauri@coachingbyhand.com and I will make sure I find time for you on my calendar. All right. So if ask me every question you can think about in your program. If you're still here, I know this is a perfect fit for you. So go ahead and sign up. if you're still on the fence, why don't we just have a quick one-on-one chat? I am not a high-pressure salesperson. Again, I'm just here to answer your questions. If you're still here, I guarantee I can help you. This is a perfect fit from my side, but I'm happy to answer any questions so you know that for a fact too. Okay, so let's just get on a call and we'll have a quick chat. And you know, this is like a 20-minute phone call. It's really quick. We'll get you signed up and answer any kind of last minute questions that you have, and we'll talk about whether or not you want to do the one-on-one, if that's a good fit for you as well. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for me. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. For those of you moving forward, I'm super excited, and I look forward to our call. And for the rest of you, have a great day. Hope we talk again soon.